How y'all doing? This is Preacher Man R&B, and this is another Air Reviews Thursday. So this week is Season 2, Episode 14. What happens on this week's episode of flashback scenes. Oliver and them is trying to figure out how to get on the freighter. And there's this airplane that flies by, and I'm guessing the freighter shoots it down because somebody shoots a missile at it and it explodes and it crash lands on the island. Well, Oliver and them go to see who it is, and it's this pilot, and he's half dead. He's almost dead, and Sarah tells Oliver and Slade to go get the medical supplies so they can save him, and while Sarah and this pilot's waiting, he gives her a picture of his daughter and tells her to look out for his daughter because he ain't gonna make it. And we find out that his daughter is Sin, and Sarah's been looking out for Sin this whole season. And when Oliver and them get back, they find this guy's parachutes, and they find out a way to get on the island. So that's all that happened on flashback scenes. What's happening in present day scenes, we first meet Clock King, and he has his goons trying to find this device, and it's a skeleton thing that came from last week. And what it can do is it can break into any bank vault, it can hack any computer, anything like that this thing can do. So Clock King got his two guys getting the skeleton key, and then one of the guys gets anxious and not listening to the Clock King and his instructions, and it winds up killing somebody, one of these security guards, when nobody could have been killed in the first place. And then they run off, and Oliver and them find out that this is the Clock King that's the brains of this operation. It's the first time we meet the Clock King. Now, if you want to know more about the Clock King, I'll review The Flash, and it's in one of the first season episodes of The Flash. I've done a review, you just have to look for it. But it's the Clock, it shows the Clock King, older version of the Clock King. This is the first time we see the Clock King, but we see him in the Flash episode in the first season. Anyway, Felicity's kinda down on herself because the Clock King's able to do what she does better, and is beat her. And Sarah kind of knows computers too, so she's kind of getting jealous about that too, because she's afraid that Sarah's going to take her spot. And it's the whole thing throughout the episode. And Felicity finds a way to stop the Clock King, and they set up a trap for him. Oliver gets Felicity to get Walter to put so much money into his safe in Starling National Bank, and it lures the Clock King in. And when the Clock King comes, Oliver and all of them's there, and the Clock King goes after Sarah, and is about to shoot Sarah, but Felicity jumps in the way and gets shot in the shoulder. And this whole episode, one part of this episode, everybody was telling about their scars, and now Felicity has a bullet wound in her shoulder, and now she feels a part of the team even more. And what else is happening is Oliver and his mother are still butting heads, and Thea knows this, and at the end of the episode, Thea texts Oliver saying a family emergency. Oliver goes there, and all it is more talking to a potential partner. But what we find out at the end of the episode is potential partner Slade Wilson, and Oliver and Slade get face to face again, and Slade's acting like he doesn't know Oliver, and they shake hands, and that's the end of the episode. But what else is happening is Sarah and Laurel still kind of butt heads, and Laurel finally comes to and forgives Sarah for what she's done during this episode. That's all that really happened on this week's episode. My question for y'all is, now that Oliver knows that Slade's still alive, what will happen? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Guys, reviews awesome. See y'all next time.